today, what we're making, thinking, what is this? It's a mailbox swag, okay? It sits at the top of a rounded mailbox. It just sits and it comes just like this, okay? I bought this from Craft Outlet, and we are making this today for Leslie. This was a request from her, so she picked all the supplies. She pointed me to exactly what she wanted, so I'm really excited to make this for her, and I really hope that it exceeds her expectations. So what this is then, it's got the frame inside. Okay, so it's already shaped like this. I did pre-fluff it. I did pre-fluff it a little bit, you know, because why watch me do that? And it just sits then on top of the mailbox, and then, you know, you can secure it with, you know, a strap or something underneath the bottom to kind of hold it in place. But I like this beautiful arch. Now, in this particular mailbox swag, I wanted to be able to show you guys as I'm making it. So this is what I found. I didn't realize I had this. It's been years since I used it. But I got a Lazy Susan. So I can go spinning this around. And then you guys can see all the different angles that I'm working on. So I'm very excited about this. All right. So what we are going to do then is, well, I'm leaving it on this. These are bins that I just put upside down. I needed something to kind of raise it up because it's going to come down. It's not just going to end here. It's going to cascade further down. So I needed to be able to accommodate that. So it's resting just on top of some bins. And it's on there pretty good, so I'm not worried about it moving around. But what I have today is, I do have just some filler greenery, okay? And then I have, these are the beautiful florals that Leslie chose. Now, this came from Craft Outlet, as did this. Look at this bush. There's so much on it. It's literally like, if you can, I don't know if you can see that inside, but it's literally like, it's two bushes in one, because there's like a floral bush, and there's another floral bush coming out of the top. So it's like two in one. But it's so pretty. I love, see these longer pieces? That's going to help to really add to the length of this. I do have two of these in case I need more florals, because I want this to be just beautiful and gorgeous and full of life. And then the ribbons she chose are gorgeous. We have this really pretty watercolor print. It's got the pink and the lavender, and it's got a little hint of yellow, and then that carries here into this plaid. Again, both of these also did come from Craft Outlet. So everything I'm using today is Craft Outlet. No, I don't have an affiliate link. No, I'm not getting paid at all to push their products. I like it. They got fast shipping. Everything's good. I do shop from multiple suppliers, so I'm not strictly just only purchasing from them. I also purchase from Decor Exchange, MB Craft Supply Co., lots of different places online. But I have gotten away from buying anything locally, my local craft stores, because the quality I found is not the greatest. But I will buy florals locally because sometimes you want to see them in person, right? Okay, so what we're going to do with this is it's going to have a big juicy bow coming out of the top, and it's going to have the cascading ribbons also coming down, kind of hidden here. So we are going to do our ribbon cascades as well. So I'm going to start actually by making the bow. Now, we're not going to have any mesh in this. She specifically said she did not want mesh because she lives in Florida. And then if that's just sitting out there constantly all day long, right direct in the sun, it's going to fade and it's not going to hold up well. So we are avoiding mesh, but we are going to fill it with lots of fun greenery and florals. So I want to make the bow now. So I'm going to push our little Lazy Susan here over to the side. Way over to the side. Hopefully that's out of the way. Sorry, my pants are falling down. Give me a second. Sorry. I like to wear the pants that get hiked up here. Kind of like maternity pants. It kind of holds everything in. I don't have them up on top. I have a whole bakery. All right. So we're going to layer this. I want to use both of these patterns. So we're going to start with the watercolor down on the bottom, and then we're going to add in the layer of plaid kind of between it, and then we're going to add in the watercolor again up at the top. So I'm going to start with this. All right. Starting with the watercolor. All right. And I'm debating whether or not I'm going to dovetail or if I'm going to leave the ends straight and curled up. You know, I think I'm going to dovetail because I don't know how it would hold up. If I curled up the ends, how well it would stay. So I'll start with the dovetail. Now, because I want this literally cascading down this thing, this is going to be a long tail. I will add some additional tails that are not in the bow, but it looked like it's coming from the bow. All right, so I'm literally probably doing, it's like 28 inches, okay, on the tail. Okay, so I'm putting it in my bow maker. This is the Easy Bows Design Pro. If you go to my link tree that's in my profile, you will see I do have an affiliate link to this. There's this version. There's another version that's also smaller as well for the non-pro version. It's more portable. All right, so I've got my ribbon in here. I've pinched and twisted, so I'm looking at the back side. Get the comments here. Here we go. Tina, Loretta, Linda, hello, hello. Linda, I got to reply back to your message. I will reply back. I'm sorry. Some of my messages I don't check for a while, and I'm like, oh, I didn't see that one for a bit. All right, so I'm trying to figure out how big of loops do I want on this, and I think, I mean, we want this to be big and loopy, so I'm thinking for the bottom layer, I'm gonna do, if I did a 6-inch, here's what I like to do, okay? This is what a 6-inch loop looks like, and here's the tail. I'm gonna take it out of here. I'll bring it over here. I want to see for scale, right? Let's hold it up. What is this gonna look like? Is this gonna be big enough, loopy enough? I'm going 7. I want it to be bigger. I want this, the bow is the centerpiece of this, okay? The bow is the full-on centerpiece of this. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to do multiple layers, and I might do more. So I got a 7-inch layer here, pinch and twist. Sorry, I know it's hard to see. It's hard to see. Let me move this up further, okay? Pinch and twist. I'm going to do 7 inches over on this side. Push it in, pinch and twist, come around again. All right, put that in. A lot of people can make bows by hand, and that's fabulous. If you can do so, I am so happy for you. I can't because of my hands. So I do what I can, and I love the bow maker. I honestly would prefer it over making one by hand anyway. All right, I'm going to make sure we can kind of spread these out, right? So how many layers am I going to have? I think I'm going to have 6 loops total on this bottom layer, so I think I'm going to do 3 on each side at 7 inches, okay? All right. So now I'm going to make sure I can kind of, there we go. All right. Just before I cut everything, I'm going to take it over. I'm going to take a look. I'm going to bring it over again, and let's see. Yep. Yeah, because I think she wanted a big bow. I think that's going to be good, because by the time we get other stuff in here, florals and whatnot. Oh, oops. I'll pick that up later. We're going to add a lot to it, so I think that's perfect. So now I'm just going to measure out. All right, like here's the end, just so it's roughly the same on both sides. Okay, here we go. I love this. This is the prettiest watercolor ribbon. Oh, hold on. Okay, well, the ends just fell off of the whole thing. So we're just going to have the spool like this, all right? It's a big one, but I think it'll be all right. Okay, so now we're going to add on another layer, okay? So I'm envisioning that these tails here that are facing me are actually going to kind of come out going sideways down our mailbox thread, okay? Now I'm going to put on the plaid. Sorry, trying to move the flowers without knocking over my Coke Zero. Save the Coke Zero. All right. Next one, I'm going to start on the other side. I'm going to have kind of equally long tails, probably maybe just like an inch or 2 shorter. Okay, so this previous layer was 7. So now I think I'm going to do 6.5. Okay. 6.5. Pinch and twist. There we go. 6.5. I'm not worried about the bow so much. It's the placement of the florals that I just want to make sure is okay. And what I might try to do is actually, I'm going to see how easy it is to actually use a zip tie on the florals. I'll hit it with glue too, but because it's in Florida, I want to make sure that it's not going to, it's not going to come apart or anything. I'm going to do 4 loops on either side, okay? Because I want to go 1, 2, and then between here, 3 and 4. Well, let me see. Actually, no, it's going to be, hold on. Let me add. That goes there, that goes there. This goes there. Okay, I'm going to do 6. That goes there. That goes there. Oh, maybe 7. No, 6 is good. All right. Yep, that'll be good. Well, because I'm going to go layer my watercolor on again. So, I haven't made a bow like this before, so bear with me. Bear with me. I'm thinking through this as I'm talking. Yeah, we're good. All right. Cut this little length. All right. Dovetailing again. I'm sure I'm going to end up trimming those as well. I'm going to do this. You know what? As I'm doing this, I think I'm going to try to make sure that that's probably it on. Go this way. Just want to make sure that this tail comes out. I'm going to add more longer tails, but I think from here on out, when I end up cutting the ribbon, I'm going to cut it at the end of this so it kind of pops up. Okay. All right. It's kind of looking like a starfish. So here's what it looks like right now. Okay. That's what we're working with, our different layers. Now I'm going to go back to using the watercolor. That's on the bottom, but this is getting unspooled, so let me take this off. I get flustered if I get ribbon going everywhere. Okay. All right, now we're going to go back to our watercolor pattern. So pretty. Here's a close-up. That is that beautiful watercolor pattern. Definitely floral inspired. All right. So then this one. Now, you know what? I'm going to just kind of keep it. I'll add extra tails later, but I'm going to go and just kind of do these little short ones now. So it's kind of almost looking like a terry bow now. Okay. Here we go. So I'm going to have the little tails hit at 5.5, pinch and twist. So then my loop itself should be 5 inches because we did, well, the 7, 6. Now I'm going to do 5.5. Maybe I'll do a 5 because I'm really trying to come in and get smaller as I go. No, I'm going to do 5.5. This is going to be a big bow. Five and a half. There we go. Ugh, sorry. I usually put it in front of me, right? So then I don't want to block your view, so I'm not putting it in front of me, but now it's messing me up. Having it behind me. I'm such a creature of habit. Doing anything that's not the same way as normal throws me off. Okay, so then we've got that. Maybe I'm going to put the tails. I'm going to have the tails kind of come in like the top and bottom of the bow. That's where that's going to sit. Okay, and I think I'll do that. All right. So we're just kind of like building it up, but we are not yet to the point where we are at the top. No, because that one, the loops are gonna stand up, but those have to be a little shorter loops. Okay. So I'm gonna do one more of the plaid, and then our top layer will be the watercolor. All right, so here we go. So that was 5.5. This is gonna come in at, I think we're gonna do 5 on this. Okay. Starting over here, pinch and twist, 5, pinch and twist, 5, let's switch it in a little bit, so a little bit more, Yep, there we go. All right, we're gonna do pinch and twist. All right, pinch and twist. The other side. Okay. And because my previous tails are coming out this way, I'm gonna have my other tails going on either side. Okay, so I'm gonna mix that up. This come around. Perfect. All right, now we're getting ready to put our top layer on. I'm excited to see how this turns out. I'm also still very nervous. I was laying in bed this morning and I was like, oh my gosh, what if it doesn't turn out good? Then I'll make it again, right? I'm going to keep making it until I know that she's happy with it. All right, and don't forget, we still have not fluffed the bow. We have not fluffed it yet. Okay. I am going to keep this to the side because I'm probably going to add in some additional tails. So I will be using this again, just not right now. And the tails aren't going to start at the top of the bow. They're going to kind of come, they can start like halfway down, kind of come down a little bit. Only like 1 or 2, not a lot. Because we already have tails coming out from here. All right. Dovetailed. Okay. There we go. That tail is hitting at 5, but I think this loop is going to be 4. Let's take a look. Let's just see. We're going to play with it here. My gosh, I'm hot. These lights are really warm. And that is, yeah, that's just a, here we go. It's 4 inches. Pinch and twist. Oops. Make sure my wire's good. 4 inches. I'll check comments in a second. I'm sorry, I have not been doing that. It looks like, yep, okay. Here I go, pinch and twist. We're getting there, we're almost done with the bow. I love a big fluffy bow. I love big bows, and I can't lie. I made a song up and did it on TikTok. I think I probably posted it here too. Yeah. It's a whole I Like Big Bows song. I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. So what happens when you were stuck home with COVID and couldn't leave the house. Yeah, that was not good times. All right, so I'm going to spread out these loops. Because I want this to start being able to come upward. Okay. So that. Do another one over on this side. All right, so I'm going to hold it here. I'm going to do a little bit of fluffing. So let's see where I'm at. It's going to be fluffed. It's going to be fluffed. And another. And another. So that tail is there. I'm going to do one more extra loop. I know that's not like exactly symmetrical but this is the one that's going to pop up on the top. Okay, it's going to be like our little top loop. Okay. Need more. Actually, I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller so it's not quite as tall. All right, here we go. Pull it this way. All right. All right, now, so I know I'm going to put a zip tie around this entire bow, okay? Definitely going to do a zip tie around that. Wow, we used almost the whole roll. In order to secure it on here, I'm also going to zip tie it on that. Probably in multiple spots. So, I want a nice big, just around the bow. I'll use black to secure it there, but just around the bow itself, I'm going to use this big white one. Let me see. Okay, so you see in the middle, there's a bar. So there's a bar on the outside, a bar on the bottom, but there's bars that go across. I can be attaching it to that. So I probably actually only need one, but I'm going to use, this is my extra tight. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to use, I got a green one. We're going to use the green one. All right, that's going to be for the underneath. So I'm going to go find now, where's all of my bow? Oh my gosh. This is a big baby. Okay. I don't want to push too tight. All right. I just needed to hear a click just at least once. All right, now I'm going to push real tight. Pushing this right through the back. All right, cool. So that's on the back. But I'm going to try to keep everything tall, right? Everything in a nice tall stack. Make sure I got my tall stack. And I'm going to push down to squish it. And now here's where I'm going to tighten my zip tie, okay? If your layers slide around like a messy lasagna, then it's not going to lay exactly like you want it to. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's our bow. Let me move this out of the way, and we can fluff this bad boy. No, you're not a bad boy. You're a beautiful girl. You're a lady. This bow is it's demure. It's mindful. Yeah, all right, let's fluff it. Let's move the chair out of the way so I'll step on it too. All right. Now I'm going to hold it like this because this is how it's going to lay. All right. Actually, I gotta lay it down for a second. I need both hands and I can't hold it and do all that stuff at the same time. So here, I'm just gonna fluff it like this and then I'll show you guys in a second. Okay. I'm glad I went with that extra loop on the top. And so we're gonna fluff it too once we actually get it more on the swag. But for right now, trying to grab things to hold it. There we go. It didn't want to be held. I didn't ask it first. Consent. Sorry. All right, so this is going to lay on top and it's going to look like that. Let's bring it over. All right. So here's that center bar. So I'm just putting my zip tie on either side of that center bar. All right. I would turn it over and show you guys, but I'm having enough difficulty trying to find the ends of it as it is. Just trust me, I'm just literally just trying to get the ends of the zip tie together. Yay! All right, I don't want to go too tight because it's going to suck it in. But so far, and I'm not going to cut the zip tie yet either. All right. But so far, here is what our beautiful bow is looking like. I'm trying to make sure I pull some into the front of here, so I will show you guys from the other side. Once I get this on here, I will show you. There we go. I was trying to move it around, but I kept running into branches. It didn't want to move. I'm taking some of these branches and I'm squishing them down a little bit so that I can get more height and leverage on my loops. There we go. All right, well, this is looking good. So these, I'm trying to get my tails now, figure out where they're going to come down. That way. Okay. There's another one. I'm missing a tail. Hold on. It went that way. It went that way. Oh, so that one's there and that one's there. All right. So this one's got to come back. This one's going to, I put it going the wrong way. Here we go. Here we go. This is going to come this way. All right. That was going to come that way, this way, and this way. Okay, awesome. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to make my cascades, right? So I'm going to put them in there because I can poke all my flowers kind of in there and around it. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to start here. Go like in here. Actually, you know what? I think maybe we're going to go a little bit bigger. We're going to go right in here. Okay, so we get a nice pretty little cascade. And then that one's going to come down. And then this one behind it, I might do a little shorter one. All right. And I'm literally just twisting it right in there. The twists will stay. That's not going to come off. Okay, so that's how those went. I'm going to kind of try to do kind of similar on the other side, but the patterns are going to be alternated. Give a nice twist. down a little further. And I'm going to design it where there's not like a front side or a back side, right? So then Leslie can pick out which way she wants to have this on a mailbox. Okay, so now I'm going to have it facing me. Let me see both sides. This long one over here needs a trim. There we go. It was a little too long. There we go. Oh, wow, it's fallen off. Okay, and then again, I'm going to probably add in more tails later when we're done. But for what I want to do right now, I want to start adding in some of the florals. So I think what I want to do, actually, if you guys don't mind, is I want to bring you along. And now it's a little bit closer because we're going to be getting in more to we're putting in the florals. So again, here is our nice, big, beautiful floral bush. But I also want to just put in some greenery here as well. Now I'm trying to figure out, and I should have put more thought into this before I came on the live, is how am I going to get these in there? Because I would love to be able to zip tie some of this. All right, so that it's not... I don't want it to end up coming out. So, and I don't want to put the whole bush in either, because that's way too much. So I'm going to put it in a group of 2. So I'm going to try to start over here. Okay, I'm going to put some greenery in. And I'm going to use this to kind of set what is the max length that I'm going for here. And I think it's going to be this. All right. Getting a bunch of small black zip ties. All right, bring them over here. So you see, in each one here, there's a spot where they've got this. So if I can run a zip tie through there and then zip it on there, and I still will hit it with some glue, but it's not going to come off. It's going to stay. So I think that's my main thing I'm going to try to do is zip tie some of this in. And then I'll hit it with the glue. Just because if this is going to be sitting out in Florida, again, I want to make absolutely sure that it's not going to come apart. It's going to have long life for many, many years to come. Okay, pulling. Oh, there's nothing like hearing that little sound the zip tie makes. Zip, 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 zip. All right, perfect. I'm going cutting some of the other ones. I think I'm going to end up actually trying to use these longer zip ties because it was a little difficult to try to use the shorter ones. There was not a lot of wiggle room. I couldn't really finagle myself around here. But you see how I'm going to try to, we got that in there. I am still going to wrap the greenery branch, the evergreen, around it. Okay. If I can find one. Yeah. There we go. Just to kind of twist it in there. And I'm going to hit it with a little bit of glue now, too. These ends, I can snip off. The ends are sticking out a little bit, so I can snip those. Alright, but we're not going to see that because the floral is going to hide that. Okay, so here's kind of the end point of how long the swag is. Again, I'm taking some more greenery from the other side. I might kind of put this down here. I might make it actually a little bit longer, so I think we're going to add some of that. Add that right into there. All right, so I'm going to take the zip tie, go right in here, zip it in. This is taking a little more time and effort because we're zip tying. We might not zip tie everything, but I'm going to zip tie what I can. Okay. All right, there we go. Snippy, snippy. Don't get snippy with me. All right. And I might not have had to add a lot of extra greenery, but because she doesn't want to use mesh, rightfully so, we want to make sure it's nice and full. What's going on with this here? Where did this go? Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay, so we got that greenery in there. I got a couple other pieces I'm going to put in here. I want to make sure that I'm not just going out from the front. I have to make sure. I'm kind of doing this way, but I'm going to have to make sure, look, we got to cover that in the front too, right? We can't just have that sitting there. That's a no-go. All right. This way. And I'm going to go in. I'm going to add a bunch of greenery, and then I'm going to hit it with the glue all at once. Okay? All right. There we go. So move this one out a little bit more kind of toward the front. Right? Now this one will go up here, probably a little bit higher and a little bit more toward this side here, because I'm treating both sides as if they're both the front. All right. This one's going to need a big one. I can tell. Like, I'm not going to be able to get my hand in there too much. All right. Surprised how well these boxes are holding up. Holding on my box. They're just upside down containers. We use what we can, right? So I've got 2 bushes I can use on either side. Here's my second bush I'm using just to kind of fill in. I'm kind of just basically trying to create the boundaries on either side for what this is going to be. And each one of these has 5. Okay. Okay, so that one's going to go up there. All right, pull on that zip tie. All right. Oh, wrong tool. I need the scissors. I need the scissors. Okay. Then we can bend it too if we want to kind of follow that shape. Right? So this is looking good there. I'm going to come back and hit this spot now. And I'm going to then, once I've got all the greenery, and I'll hit it with the glue. My fear of gluing and then going one by one is if it's not completely solid, if it's not solidified, then I'm going to hit it with my hand and I am going to burn myself because That's what I do. Still have a burn on the top of my hand from last week. Or was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday. I made something on TikTok and it was a cool little bunny arrangement in a moss basket. I loved it. It turned out so super cute, but I burnt the crap out of my hand and it hurt. All right. To give it a little support, I'm going to do a little bit of a little twist in here. There we go. And we're going to have our florals. I'm basically just trying to kind of hide a lot of like the fur, the evergreen part. All right. Now I'm going real close to the bow. Okay. Real close. And I'm trying to get this centered, so I think I'm attaching this at one of the crossbars, but then I'm also going to make sure that it's in there with, it's wrapped with the little fur. Oh, the zip tie broke. Well, that's unfortunate. I've had a problem with some of the zip ties I bought on Amazon. I don't know if it got too hot, whatever, but some of my zip ties are failing me. I think it was just a bad batch because I've never had that problem before with anything else. All right. Pling, 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 pling. All right. These flowers are going to take up a lot of room too. Okay, I feel like it's kind of a little barren right in this spot. All right. Zip tie. All right. And we don't have to have it chock full, right? This is basically like, it's filler bush, so it's meant to just kind of fill in gaps that we might otherwise normally see once our arrangement is finished. Coming out that way, that looks good. My last one, I think I want to have it on this side at least, kind of like right there. All right. Ooh, these lights are really, really hot. And I'm really, really overweight. This is not helping. This isn't helping. Alright, get that down. Satisfying clickety clack. Alright. Taking it back here. Alright. I think that's looking pretty good, guys. Alright. So that is our one side. I don't know if you guys can see it. Okay, that's the one side. Let me do this. There we go. And then that's the one that we just did. So far. Okay. Now, let's go add in the rest of the greenery on the other side. Now that I kind of did it on the one side, I've got a better idea of how to do it on the other side. So this should go much faster. I appreciate you guys hanging in with me. I know some of the stuff's not fun to watch. Right. It's like, it's kind of boring. My aunt, hello. Loretta, hello. A teacher's touch. Thank you. Okay. It's like, I wish I could sit there and look at all the comments as they come in, but then you guys would just watch me looking at my iPad, and I would bore you. I'm not that exciting when it comes to reading. All right, now I'm going to snip all these off at once. So I've got 10 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And these are not pushers, so I can't push anything up. They're just kind of, they are where they are. It's the molded plastic. Okay, so again, what I want to do though is make sure when I start this, I want to make sure that I end at the same spot on the other side. So, how is my length? I feel like I got to come up a little bit. You know what? I think that's a longer piece. I'm going to use 2 of the shorter ones. To do this overall length. So it's literally almost grazing the bottom. Okay, I can do that. Almost grazing the bottom. Which would probably be right about here. All right. Going in, and again, so I'm catching the wires, like the wire frame with the zip tie here. Okay. Zippity doo dah. Zippity yay. Okay, let's all make a mailbox swag today. All right. Yep, that looks good on the link. You know what I'm going to do though? I'm going to go in, I'm going to hit this with the glue just so it has time to dry. Nice little bit of glue there. I'm trying to be very careful not to, oh, I just burnt myself already. Not to hit the ribbon. Okay. That's a big no-no. We don't want to hit the ribbon. All right. A little extra glue. Extra glue. All right. So we need that little extra added security there, don't we? Yes, we do. All right. We got that down. We got it down. All right. Oh, I see something I don't like. There. All right. Now the tail is completely under the bow. There, like that. Okay. All right, that's glued in. So we're going to keep on doing our greenery over here. Got a nice long piece next. I'm going to put that. You notice there's kind of like 2 sides. There's that side and this side because there's 2 posts going underneath here. So I'm trying to make sure it kind of grabs onto that. All right. I got to lift it up off of here to, like, I got to get it around. Ugh. There we go. Come on. Boy, if I'd been using the small ones, I'd be really screwed. I'm having that much trouble, and that's just with the long one. Normally, like on my wreath easel, it's open back, so I can like just put my hand through, and it's a little more difficult that I can't do it on this. And again, we will be adding more ribbon tails. I just want to get the rest of the florals in first, okay? So we're doing good with our greenery. I was adding in 2 at a time, but now I don't think I want to. Now I think I'm just going to do the 1. Let's give it a good twist. Added security. All right. That'll be good. I'm going to go right in the middle. This is not going on either side, though. I do have to attach it to one side or the other, but I am trying to place this one kind of more in middle-ish. Actually, I want to come up a little bit. Come up here. There we go. Bring it around. All right. Ah, the zippy sound. All right. Well, I can't use those because that's holding down in there. But I think that's good. Okay, now I'm kind of go and address the front here. So you see how we've got some coverage here, right? This is some nice coverage here, but I got to add that into the front here. So we are going to figure out where to put some of these. And again, like I said, I'm not going to be the one to say which is the front or which is the back. That is what my client can figure out how she wants to do this. All right, I've got to go underneath that. That's twisted. That's part of the twist. All right, here we go. I'm gonna hit this. There we go. It was too hard for me to try to find where I went back last time. Did it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces left. I'm going to continue building this up. Going toward the top here. All right. Zippy zippy. There we go. I was like, it's cockeyed, yeah, because it slipped off there. Okay, so this is kind of where we're at right now. It's still a little bare in here. So we're going to put one there. All right. Come back and add some here now. Sorry, I haven't been talking. I've been trying to think, which is dangerous. It's the worst thing I could possibly try to do is think, right? Ugh. I have to get a permanent crown put on this week. I'm dealing with my temporary. I always stress out when I know I have to go to the dentist that week. My dentist is lovely, though. He's awesome. He knows that I'm a big baby. I got the temporary, that was the worst part. That purple gunk they stick in, and then you gotta, sit there and, oh, that's a taste. That's for sure. All right. I want to add one here. Okay. I'm going to have to go grab some more big old long zip ties. It's worth it to me. Yes, I know I'm cutting off a lot of it, but I don't want the struggle. The struggle is real, guys. The struggle is real. The eyes are going. The older I get, the less I see well in the dark. There we go. All right, and then one last piece. I gotta put one right here. Okay, it's gonna go in right there. Give me a second, I'm gonna move the little guys. We're moving the little guys. The little guys are gonna go back. They're gonna be replaced by Big Brother. Okay, Big Brother, come on over. A big stack of Big Brother. Okay, the last one's gonna go right in here. So again, so I'm just putting it right between there. It's basically kind of already, it's like a wishbone, right? So it's got space already there. And this one wraps around. There's metal crossbars that are attaching the outside bars. They're like every couple of inches. So I am leveraging that for this. Not attaching too much. I've only attached one piece of greenery to one of those crossbars. This is the second piece of greenery, and then I did the both. Snip, snip. All right. Okay, so we've got our greenery shape. Here we go. That's the shape. Now it is time. It is time, ladies and gentlemen. We are bringing in the florals. The crowd goes wild. Look at those. They are so pretty. They're so pretty. There are so many of them, though. There's a lot on here. So let me. I gotta trim this bush. I gotta trim my own bush too before I go to the water park next weekend. But that's a me problem. You don't need to know about that. All right, I'm gonna try to get these off. Now these leaves do slide up, so I want to kind of take a look at how long do I really need these to be. And these I'm just gonna have to glue. These I'm not gonna be able to zip tie in. Okay, so if I cut it there, so that means that stem is like 6 inches. Okay. That's pretty good because I don't want it jammed in there. I want it to have some life and some movement to it. So I'm going to start by putting, I like that purple one right there. That's a great placement for it. I should have had my glue pot out, but I don't. All right. Oh, that's looking so pretty. What if I had any more of that green? Hold on a second. I'm going to go check something. Don't go anywhere, guys. Look at the bush. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I was hoping I had more of that greenery, but I don't. But that's okay. We're going to use... Sorry. I apologize. I sneezed. And I peed. Well, that's just great, Linda. That's just great. Yeah. Good times. Good times. All right. We're just going to fill this in with some florals, okay? This will be resting on the mailbox, but I still want to I don't want to see all that underneath the mechanics, okay? And I do have a ton of florals, so I can go crazy on florals. Okay. Add glue. See if I can, this particular one I would like to twist on. But I can just literally just take one of the branches and just kind of wrap it around. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. That is pretty. I think the next I want to go with a lily. There we go. Didn't want to go because I was pushing it against a ribbon. That's not good. There we go. Okay, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. So a little up, a little down. I wanted it to be 1, 2, 3 in a row, right? Okay, that looks nice. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna start working my way down. I'm keeping all the greenery leaves on here that I can. Adding my glue. Pushing up the leaf. I should have done that before I added the glue. That was not a wise idea. All right. Let's go down the side here. See what we're going to add. I'm going to add a pink right in there. All right, give that a little twist, and then I can push it in a little further. And then, too, I can even hit it with a little extra glue once I know it's in there. But what I don't want to do is end up gluing it, and then it ends up getting so it doesn't move, and then I need it to wrap around something else, too. All right. Oh, warm. Just wrapping that stem around there. Well, that's pretty, because we don't want it all at the same distance coming out. It's gotta, like in nature, it's gotta kind of pop out on its own here and there. I'm glad I got 2 bushes of this though. Now, you know what? Actually, I haven't used yet is one of these. So let me cut one of these. It's a nice, pretty long piece, and I think we're gonna use that in here because that's gonna kind of help pull it out a little bit, right? All right. It's really pretty. Leslie picked some beautiful products. Oh, there's one that I can wrap. See, if there had been mesh in here, it would have been easier for it to have stuff to attach to, but given where she is, we don't want to assume that would hold up. So, all right, I'm liking the shape. Okay. Moving on down, I'm going to do a pink this time. Uh-oh. Not a fan of what happened here, but actually that looks okay. I think that looks alright. That looks good. We're going to leave that because I'm going to add in some more ribbon and we'll come down. I'll end up adding it like right in here. Maybe I should do that now. Okay, I'm going to cut a tail. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do is literally just pinch it right here. I'm going to go find one of my zip ties I was using, and I'm just going to zip tie this right in here. You see exactly where it's going to go. It's going to right here. I'm going to zip tie it right in. It would work with me here. There we go. Come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think one of my fake nails might be falling off. No. All right. Before I pull it really tight, I'm going to make sure I've got... That's too much. So what I'm going to do is just trim off one of them. And go inside real close. And I can just snip it. So I didn't need a double-sided tail. I just needed one individual tail. Now I've got one left. Don't know what I'm going to do. I might end up using this somewhere, so I'm going to hold on to that. Okay. I'm going to go on the other side. Put a long tail in there, too. The end of the roll. We use the whole thing. That's incredible. I'm not going to dovetail it just yet. I'm literally just going to put my zip tie in here. All right. Make sure it goes the right way that I can actually put the right end in the right way. That would help. Okay. Now I'm just going to bring in, I'm just going to bunch it up. The top right there. I'm just going to poke it in. And kind of hold it in place while I tighten the zip tie. I only need a little bit. Just have to have a little bit in there to kind of hold on. And make sure it kind of pulls toward the center, because my other ones, they go to the right and to the left. But they don't really have a lot in the center. So now we do. Okay, a little glue. Okay, and then when you're looking at the length, okay, definitely know I want to bring this forward. All right, that's looking good. All right, we're going to continue adding florals over onto here. There's a lot of pink balloons, which is awesome. And they go so well with the watercolor. So let's see where we want this. I think right there. What can I wrap this with? Trying to find a piece of gingham. There we go. There, and I'm literally just wrapping that little branch around the stem. Then I hit it with some glue. And then if I need to, I can push it in a little bit more. And then once we're done, I'm going to lay it kind of on its side. And if there's anything that's poking through past the point of the frame, then I will manage that. I'll give it a little vasectomy. I'll snip it. Ouch. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, this I think I can take a little off of. You gotta check my comments. Sorry. Oh, Leslie, you're on. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. Do not trim my bush, right? I'm a widow. I don't have to trim my bush. Okay, so this is TMI. But like, I don't do Brazilian. I don't do that. I am what I am. I'm lazy as hell. And quite honestly, I have a hair shoe. My legs are basically only shaved up to my knees. So when you look at me up past the knees, I have what I call a hair shoe, right? It just goes up the thigh, up across the bikini area, and comes right on down. It's a hair shoe. Yep. Okay, what do I want to put in here? I did want to leverage another one of these. Maybe a little further down though. Like, see, that one's there. I don't want to come down straight down. I want to go out to the side. Like this. Okay? So I'm going to hit it with a ton of glue because I don't think I'm going to zip tie this one in. This one's going to go up in there. Oh, it's hitting the ribbon. Okay, well, it's not going to go there. I'll have it go here. There we go. Perfect. Got another one, which I'll put on the other side. Sorry, that was a little TMI about me, but I'm lazy. I'm a widow. Nobody sees anything. Why do I care? You know, there's so few good points to being a widow that, you know, it's a silver lining. It literally is a silver lining because I think it's turning gray. I don't know. I can't really see. Oh, aging is not fun. I have not been having a good time. My hair is thinning when I wash my hair. Like, it's not like, oh, a couple little pieces are coming out. Like, it's coming out. I don't like that. All right. Here we go. I think we need a yellow one now. Maybe another yellow. I don't want to, no. I don't want to make it too jam-packed, okay? And then we're going to work our way down here. Yeah. Ooh. I just dripped on the table. All right, there we go. Bring in some more down. All right, now I think maybe we need to hit a purple here. And a touch of purple here. I should have used a glue pot. But I burnt myself a bit on it once too, so I'm scared. That's gotta go through that. I'm gonna undo this. I can trim out a little bit more of this. There we go. This one is not like jutting out as far. There we go. That's where I want it. And I'm just wrapping that right around. Gives it more support. Make sure it stays. Of Gorgeous. Now I've got a pink. Now we're coming down to the bottom here, so I'm trying to figure where's going to be my last point down here, and I think, let's move this out of the way. See how it's kind of hanging on there. We want to make sure that the green is the last thing that we see. Okay. Actually, I've got a good grip on it, so I am going to take that. Now I'm going to go back in and glue it. I didn't have any glue on it when I put it in there, but I'm going in now with the glue. Going in with the glue, hitting it hard. There we go. There we go. I want it to still be able to have a little bit of life and bounce and movement, right? I gotta sit down, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, the back. Plus, now that I'm working lower, I can work here. Ow. Ow, that's hot glue. That's hot glue. Eek. What a mess. And I'm going to zip tie this way. This one's getting a little zippy. Just because if it's the bottom piece, I want to make sure it's got plenty of stuff to hold on to. Ugh. Got glue on the zip tie. Hold on. Oh. There we go. There we go. That makes me happy. Okay. And I'm going to fill this in. Don't worry. We're going to fill it in. There's going to be more there. Okay. I'm not going to worry about that too much. Okay. So let's figure out what else to put down here. And I think we're going to go with another one of these white pieces. Ah, okay. I found a green thing to wrap around it, so I'm going to put glue on. This is going to go right in here. Check the length. Wrap it around. Hit it with the glue again. Again, this is tricky because there's not a lot, because there's no mesh. There's not a lot for it to be grabbing onto. So I'm gonna kind of be careful. I'm gonna go with the pink blue now. Down toward the bottom. There we go. There we go. I like that better. All right. I'm going to put this one in kind of on the side and a little shorter. I don't want to put this pink down at the bottom because then it's pink next to pink and it looks like eyeballs. It's too matchy-matchy. We don't want to do that. Okay. All right. There we go. Maybe go in just a little bit, just a hair. There we go. Bend that up a little bit. Perfect. I think we need purple here. Needing the purple. Pushing the leaf up. I got one right down here I'm going to attach it to. Glue. And then wrap. And push it up. There we go. Very pretty. I also want to make sure I'm bringing my fingers right down the sides of these ribbons so that they get that curl under that we're looking for, right? We want the curl. We want the curl. Yep. And yellow right in there. Pull up the leaf closer to the bloom. Glue. Pop it in. Wrap it. Hold on. Which one is it wrapped on? This one. Here we go. Just wrapping it right around the stem. Okay. And then I'm going to go in and hit it with an extra glue to make sure that it is attached. There we go. Much happier with that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Okay. So we got that. We got this side. We got this going. This needs a little something right in here. And I'm going to think it needs a yellow. Tina, we need something to keep us warm, right? Yeah, but then I get a hot flash. And then it's like, oh my gosh, that doesn't help now either. You know, but yeah, seriously. Yeah. Oh. You know, the things we go through as women. Here's my thought. If a guy doesn't shave his nether regions, why in the heck should I? I think it's an archaic, stupid practice that only started, like, I don't know, not that long ago. I just think it's dumb. Like, I'm sorry, but that's there for a reason. For me, it just says no entry, but that's okay. That's a whole other thing. All right. I'm going to hit that with a little glue. There we go. I'm going to refill my glue. Dun, da, da, da. Gorilla Glue Stick. Yay! Okay, Leslie, if you're still watching, do you want more florals on either side of that? I still have to put some up here, okay? So it'll only look like down here. Do you want more florals? Because I do have a second floral bush. I still have all these from the bush we're using plus another one. So let me know if you want more florals. I'm going to go in to start on the other side now. I'm not going to make this too matchy-matchy, right? Because we don't want to do that. But I do want to make sure that I got... See, I got this one kind of coming out here, so I want to do that same thing over here. So, I can steal some more from the other bush, too. But this has got to kind of come out like... Go in there. So, we're going to glue this baby. Yes, I'm back to standing again. I'm also now back to thinking, what am I doing for lunch? Ow, 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 ow. Hot glue, hot glue, hot glue. All right. Perfect. All right. Oh, glue booger, glue booger. It needs another flower. Needs another flower here, guys. Needs one like right here. Sorry, just noticed that. There, I like that. Yeah, it was just a little too sparse. I'm gonna take a look and see if anything's. No, nothing's really sticking through. I'm doing good. Doing good on the inside. There. That needed it. All right. Just gonna snip off the rest of what I got here. Because I want to make little piles to know how much I have of each. All right. We have a lot of pink left, which is great. These are gorgeous pink blooms. Okay, I'm cutting off. Purple. Pink. Purple. Pink. Yellow. White. Now this is the one I'm interested in. I have to go grab some white ones off the other bush. Maybe. Oh, there's another white one. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we'll be good. Let's see. Let's see. It's just because this thing it's floating around on my table here. It's a lot of it's just a lot. So boom. There it goes. All right. I think what I'm going to do is leave it as it is for right now, and then if I got extra, I'll go in and see if there's any bare spots and stuff. Bare spots. It sounds like a bear. No. All right. So let's go some let's see. White. White. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Oh, another white. Purples. And pinks. Okay, that helps. I feel a little bit more organized now and a little less chaotic. Yellow. Reminds me, there's that song Yellow by Coldplay. I'm not a Coldplay fan. I will freely admit this, but I do like that song, Fix You. It's kind of our anthem when I was trying to keep Monk alive. Didn't work. There we go. I also don't like Dave Matthews Band. I think they're overrated. I can't understand. I hate bands where I can't understand what they're saying. And I'm going to say this right now, and I know it's incredibly controversial, and I don't care. I don't like Pearl Jam. He mumbles. I have never understood a single word that man has sung. What? No, dude. Mouthful of marbles. Speak it. Drives me nuts. Sorry. You may not even know who these bands are, but I'm just telling you, like, I'm just sick to death. I got some of these bands. There we go. But I am going to see my favorite band in the entire world. In September, I just have to fly to Tampa to do it. Which is fine, because I get a chance to see my in-laws. But I'm going to see them before that. Alright, it's coming through. I have a little more floral down here. But, see, I got a little piece here, so I want to make sure I got some of this coming here. You see a little smaller one. Here we go. All right. Gluing. I don't even know where to go with this. All right. Hit it with enough glue and it'll stay, right? But again, wrapping it around for protection. So see, yeah, like some white coming down, some white coming down there. I had to do that. Now I want to make sure I get some whites that was kind of coming down here. Yeah, so we're going to go here with that. All right. I know, I feel like I've been neglecting this other side. Don't worry, we're going to get there, and I've got plenty more florals if we run out. All right, looking good. Ooh, I'm getting tired. My hand's hurting. All right, and I still have to cover that too, so, and probably put something else there. So we're not entirely done, but we're not even close. Here we go. Snip it again. Pushing the leaf up. Which I should have done again before I put the glue on. All right, it's looking good. But we need some yellow. There we go. Sorry, I'm getting quiet because I'm getting hungry. Very hungry. All right. Okay, let's deal with the arch part, okay? So we filled it on the other side. You definitely want to fill it here too. So I think I want to put a yellow one probably more toward the middle. Yeah. Ooh, I gotta turn the fan on, guys. I'm sorry. Hold on. I need energy. I need Supergirl juice. Ah. Nectar of the gods. Okay. I think we need purple right in there because I got pink and yellow, but I think we need some purple to go in the middle. So we're going to do this. No, I'm trying to push it in there. The carousel's turning on me. I'm like, no. There we go. Making sure I do not get any glue on the bow. So of course now that means we need to put pink right there. It doesn't need to be this long though. Alright. Okay, I want to put some white, and I'm going to go grab some from the other bush in a minute because I want to put some here too. So let's start from right there. What can I wrap it with? Well, I'm just going to glue the crap out of it. Then what I do when I'm done is I'm going to go through and all the florals, I'm going to give them a tug to make sure that nothing moves or shifts. Okay. Here we go. Oh boy, this has been a lot of work. This is more work than I had anticipated it being, I'm going to be completely honest. This is a lot more work, but I mean, I'm happy with how it's turning out so far, Leslie. I hope you are too. I'm liking it. I'm loving it. I want some more of it. Alright. There we go. I don't want to push the florals in too far. I want to keep them kind of, you know, lifelike. Alright, I'm going to get the second bush. Bum, 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 bum. Bush number 2. So now the one thing I needed off of this for sure was going to be one of these because I have that there, but I need one here. Glue. Wrap. Can push it in a little further. There we go. Hit it with a little glue again. Perfect. So that loop comes over. This is going to go back up. There we go. Looking good. All right. Cut in yellow. I'm going to kind of put it right in here. You see where there's that, where I pinched it for that little cascade. I'm going to try to put it right in there. Oh, wait. No, I'm not, because that's yellow against yellow. I'm probably going to have to do a pink, because I've got a purple there already. All right. That's okay. I mean, things can be next to each other, but I'm trying to spread it out as much as I can. push in a little bit. And bend up. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Loving it, loving it, loving it. I want these loops to be nice and full and fluffed. Okay. I'm going to bring the purple one forward. We're going to fill that in toward the front. Right here. Okay, hitting that with the glue. I'll let that dry and then I'll move it up. Oh my god, I don't want to stick my finger in there right now. No, no, no. All right. See a little bitty yellow right in there. What do you think? Good? Yeah? Looking good. Alright, I feel like I need a little piece of white's got to come out of here. So, I'm going to grab one of these. Yep, it used to be right between these. Let me find a stem that I can wrap around it. I've used a lot of them, so I'm just trying to find a good spot or a good way that I can get this in. You know what? Actually, I can stick it through something that's already tied. There we go. Yay. See, now we got our little white piece there, we got our little white piece there. It's looking good. Okay, but our pink is next. Moving down this way. A little bit. Should push it up more a little bit. Push it up more. There we go. There we go. I like that a lot. Alright, let's put something right in here. I think we're going to bring down another pink and then we're going to focus on the other colors. Oops. My glue gun base almost just flew off the table. Well, that's no bueno. There we go. Oh. We dovetail the end. That'd be silly if I didn't dovetail the end of that. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Alright. Alright, the finish line is in sight, okay? But there's like a void here, okay? So I need to do something with this. I think we're going to just bend this up a little bit. There. That was better. Alright, this has been bugging me. I'm going to go back to the other side for just a second, and I see that I want to fill in with a little purple. Right in here. It just needs a little something right here. Awesome. I see where I can go with it. And gluing. All right. There we go. All right. Much happier now. Yep. So I'm going to put something down here, and I think we're talking a yellow, right? Because we've got a lot of pink, and we've got our purple. Let's bring in another yellow. Let's get it up at the bottom here. Right on that. All right. I found a piece I can glue it to. More glue. And push it up just a little bit. All right. There we go. There we go. I like that a lot. Is that a green? What makes some of the green? The other side. No, too much green there. Oh, move it under. There we go. There we go. Awesome. All right. It needs a white and a pink. Actually, I'm going to put all right. This is for the purple. Sorry if you guys can't see me anymore. I had to sit down. Didn't have a choice. My body is not as cooperative as it used to be. All right, now I'm going to put that other piece of white kind of like right in there. Wrap it around. Caught good. All right. Put it down here. Put those in some paints. Just feel like I need one more floral right down here. I think it's going to be a pink because I need a larger one. All right. pretty and lively, right? It's got life to it. It's got some spring goodness. You know what though? Doing what I do. Oh, I see another spot. Oh, let's add some more. Alright, let me find an empty piece of pine. All right. I like that. I just want another little, just a tiny little bit of yellow. I'm not sure where though. Let's take a look. And down toward the bottom. All right. Pushing it up just a little bit. And bend it out so it looks like, oh my gosh. There we go. Okay. Checking that out. I need something right here. I can tell right away. I'm like, yeah, I need something. We're gonna do a purple. A small purple. It keeps moving as I'm trying to push this in. Alright. Okay, with a little bit more juice here. Pull this a little bit if I can. Come on, come on, come on. Sorry. I think I inhaled something. Okay. I think we're going to call this, we're going to call it done. I think so. I think it's got enough ribbon tails. It's got the big loopy bow up at the top. Right, everything is looking good. All right, Leslie, what do you think? Do you want anything more on it? I know, Leslie, no Pearl Jam, right? I can't. I just can't. And throw in the same boat, Nirvana. Kurt Cobain, rest in peace, but enunciate. Okay? I don't know. Not a grunge fan, I guess. I'm more of an emo chick. It's either 80s hair metal or emo. I know. Kind of an odd combination. Alright, so do you think everything looks okay? Let's take a look. Push this back again. Should get a good view. Okay, so here is the front. So the mailbox is going to be on it. Okay. And these can, you know, if you need to pull, you can pull a little bit up. If you need to cover anything or whatnot. You know what? I want to put something else in here. I'm putting the purple. Putting the purple. Sorry, I don't know. I just saw it and I was like, hey, it needs a little. Needs a little something right in there. There. I'm happy with it now. Okay. I'm happy with it now. All right. There we go. Going around. Going around. It needs something right here. Needs something right there. I think we're going to go pink. It's always good to give it kind of like a once over. Then you can kind of see, hey, maybe there's some spots that, you know, as you add things in, stuff does shift. And that spot might not have been there when you were first working that area. And now all of a sudden you got a new little friend there that you need to add in. Huh. Yes. Hello, friend. Welcome to the arrangement. There we go. There we go. There. There. Glue. Okay. I think we're good, guys. I think that does it. Let me take it. Let's take it off of here. Let me show you the whole thing. All right. It could also be a festive hat, Leslie. I'm just saying. Need a little hat for spring, a little Easter Sunday bonnet. This could work. Okay, there's the side. Okay, so there's no front or back. They're both equally pretty because you're going to see it from the back of your mailbox as well as the front, right? Okay, so I'm going to keep it stored on here. Leslie, let me know if there's any changes that you want me to make, and I can absolutely do that. And then I will create the listing on Etsy and get that sent over to you. I'm hoping to do that sometime this afternoon. I will have some time sitting in the car, an hour and a half tonight, waiting for my daughter in the theater class to finish. So I can definitely get that listed tonight. Okay? All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I call you guys my sweeties because Sweet Ari Decor, but you guys really are sweeties. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'm thinking of going live. I think I'm doing what I'm going to be calling Tutorial Tuesdays. I'm going live on Tuesday nights. So let me know if that works for you. Okay? Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. You can shop my store at sweetaridecor.com, and you can follow me all over social media.